Let us pray. Dear God, we come to you this afternoon with a heart of thanksgiving, with a heart of praise. Our heart is grateful this afternoon for everything that you have done in our life. This journey, this chapter that has changed the life of many. We're thankful. We are honoring you this afternoon for all that you have done. We are thankful for the institutions, the companies, the leaders, everyone that has made this journey possible. We are grateful this afternoon. The Amber Group, the Heart NSTA, every single one that played a part, we're grateful. And even for the men, the women that are here this afternoon, that life has been changed in a positive way. I pray that, Lord God, they will be an example to their colleagues, to the communities that they are from, to this country at large. I pray that they will make a difference in this island that we all love. I pray that you'll be with us in everything that we do, lead and direct. When we leave here this afternoon, we will all say, it is well, and you'd have done your will in our life. Thanks be to God. Amen.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated as I say a very special welcome to each and every one of you for this very important occasion, the graduation of the Amber Heart Institute Coding Class of 2026. Put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. It is a big deal. As I take the opportunity to say a very special welcome in her absence, she is on her way to our Minister of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon. And as I say, our very special guest, I ask you to put your hands together for them as we welcome Dr. Dixon in her absence. She will be here, so you can give her even more special welcome when she comes. So too for Ambassador Desan Savadia, founder and CEO of Amber Group. Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, Managing Director of Heart NSTA Trust. Mr. Fabian Brown, Director of the Board of Directors at the Heart NSTA Trust. As we also say welcome to Dr. Cheryl McLaughlin, Deputy Managing Director, National Training and Programs Division at the Heart NSTA Trust. Mr. William Malaver, Deputy Managing Director, Corporate Support at Heart NSTA Trust. Ms. Nicole Brown, Managing Director of the Caribbean for Amber Group. Mr. Ben Rapp, Group CEO of Cygnus. Brigadier Mahatma Williams of the Jamaica Defense Force and other members of the JDF, and I know it's a special occasion for the JDF especially today. Executives and staff of the Heart NSTA Trust and the Amber Group, as well as other distinguished guests and other invited guests, and especially you, our graduates. And let me also welcome especially those joining us online at Heart TV on YouTube. This is a very special occasion, and my name is Javon Keys. The pleasure is mine to be your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon as we celebrate the 5th graduation ceremony of the Amber Heart Partnership, which is a big deal. And today we're celebrating 120 graduates who have trained in mobile application development and web application development. So give that a big round of applause as they help to shape the future of Jamaica. So at this time, without any further ado, I ask that you help me make welcome to the stage a lady that is big on TVET, big on this occasion, and though she's small in stature, she's big on excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, Managing Director of the Heart NSTA Trust, as she comes to give greetings.
Thank you so much, Mr. Keys. Still in his head boy mode of, you all know, St. Jago High School. He was head boy, and St. Jago continues to be proud. That's what you call a legacy, you know? Indeed, it's always a pleasure to have him as our Master of Ceremonies. In her absence, she will be here shortly, as we would have heard prior. Senator Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon, Minister of Education, Youth, Skills and Information, Ambassador Desan Savadia, founder and CEO of Amber Group, and all members of the Amber Group, members of the Board of Directors of the Heart NSTA Trust, Dr. Cheryl McLaughlin, and all senior management and staff of the Heart NSTA Trust, Brigadier Mahatma Williams, and other representatives of the Jamaica Defense Force, our valued partners across the public and private sectors, members of the media, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is indeed a privilege to join you as we mark a significant milestone, not only in the lives of today's graduates, but in Jamaica's ongoing effort to build a skilled, agile, and future-ready workforce. This ceremony represents far more than the completion of a training program. It reflects what is possible when strategic vision is matched with disciplined execution, when partnerships are aligned to national priorities, and when individuals are equipped with the skills required to thrive in an increasingly complex and technology-driven world. To the graduates of Cohort 5 of the Amber Heart Institute of Coding, your achievement stands as a testament to discipline, to resilience, and the deliberate decision to position yourselves for opportunity within a rapidly evolving global economy. You have completed specialized training in web application development and mobile application development, fields that sit at the center of digital transformation. Certainly there is artificial intelligence and emerging technologies. At a time when the global workforce is undergoing significant change, your achievement is not only personal, but it's nationally relevant. According to the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report of 2025, artificial intelligence and emerging technologies are projected to create up to 170 million new jobs globally by 2030. So if I were to ask you, you are fine. You are assured a job, certainly, resulting in a net gain of approximately 78 million jobs. At the same time, PwC's AI Jobs Barometer indicates that the demand for AI-related skills continues to rise, with such competencies commanding increases value in the labor market. These trends reinforce a simple but critical reality. Preparation, adaptability, and relevant skills are no longer potential, they are essential. They are not optional anymore. That is why Heart and STA Trust remains deliberate in its mandate to build a workforce that is aligned to national priorities, a workforce that is responsive to industry demand and capable of driving Jamaica's development. Our focus is therefore strategic, it's intentional, and it's urgent, because Jamaica's development must respond to what is happening in the wider society. As an organization, we continue to advance a clear agenda centered on strengthening governance, increasing certification outcomes, modernizing apprenticeship systems, exploring training and expanding training in emerging technologies, and deepening connection between training and employment. And I just want to give a little history where our graduates are concerned. For Cohort 1, we produced 27 graduates, and they transitioned directly into employment with organizations such as Digicel, NCB, and Amber Group. For Cohort 2, we produced 40 graduates, and they transitioned into employment opportunities within Amber Group. For Cohort 3, we went higher. We trained 110 individuals, and they were trained across mobile app development, data analytics, cybersecurity, and web application development. For Cohort 4 enrolled 292 persons, with 137 assessed and certified in areas such as database administration, mobile application, and website design. And today, Cohort 5 adds a further 120 graduates in web application development and mobile application development. And this progression, yes, you can clap, reflects more than program expansion. It reflects the power of sustained partnership, the power of strategic alignment, and a shared commitment to national development. At heart, we remain firmly focused on the future. And so, to the parents, I see some parents here, I see some grandparents too. And I love to see the grandparents because grandparents have such influence in our society and on our children, don't they? Yes. So to the parents, the grandparents, the guardians, and the families gathered here today, thank you for your support and encouragement. To the Amber Group, thank you for your partnership and your continued investment in Jamaica's people. To our public and our private sector partners, your collaboration remains critical to national progress. And to you, our graduates, today you receive more than a certificate. You carry forward a responsibility, the responsibility to build your future, to strengthen your communities, and to contribute meaningfully to Jamaica's continued development. And so Heart is proud of you, your families are proud of you, and Jamaica is proud of you. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Ingleton. If at any point, graduates, you are questioning whether or not you've made the right choice to be a part of this program, after hearing those stats from the World Economic Forum that 170 million new jobs globally will be created by 2030, it tells you that you are already in the right place, positioning yourself for even more greatness. Thank you so very much, Dr. Ingleton. And just to point out that this cohort is 6 times the size of the very first. So that's a big deal. And speaking of big deals, ladies and gentlemen, we have the pleasure of having in our midst the University of Technology Jamaica Band. And if you know anything about UTEC, they go hard, especially when it comes to the music program there. I know that they've been doing some exceptional work. So we have the pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to hear from them at this time with their lovely rendition of an instrumental version of The Purr, made famous by Donnie McClurkin and Yolanda Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for them as they make that presentation. And while they get themselves ready, just to let you know that our program, you can scan the QR code behind me for today's program. And just to remind you as well, ladies and gentlemen, that we are streaming online at Heart TV on YouTube. So for those of you online, a very special welcome to you. And of course, you can tell your family and friends to go ahead and tune in to watch there. Another round of applause for them, please, as they come.
Just a little surprise. Listen to this. When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, and everything's alright inside. Oh, every morning I rise and stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to the hills. I'm blessed, oh man. With my 2 hands in the air as far as I can. Oh, 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 oh. Your time now.
Sometimes I'm lost and far from home, but I'll find my way. Follow my heart and know I'll be found someday. When I'm lost, I'll learn and live, but I'll do my best. Ooh,
Oh, every morning I rise and stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to the hills. I'm blessed, oh man. Yes. With my, let me everybody sing, oh.
As far as I can. Oh, 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 with my two hands in the air.
With my two hands in. I can't do it better than one. Come again, one more time. As far as I
can. Oh, 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 oh.
We'll do that one more time. Gradients only. Let me hear the loud.
Oh, oh, oh.
Are you a gradation, you know?
Oh, oh,
yeah.
Oh, oh.
With my two hands in the air as far as I can. Nice, nice. So we're coming back. With my two hands in the air as far as I can. Oh, 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 oh. With my two hands in the air as far as I can. With my two hands in the air. Every morning I rise and stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. Lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to do better than that for our UTEC band. And certainly that was not the purr, but certainly a beautiful rendition of I Can, one of my favorites, ladies and gentlemen. Now, just to let you know that it's quite fitting that UTEC is here, because UTEC, along with Amber and the Heart NSTA Trust, will be launching the Amber National AI Lab, I think in July. So that's a big deal and another opportunity for more excellence and development for our own tech industry here in Jamaica. That deserves a round of applause as we look forward to that, and we say thank you to the UTEC band. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Jamaica Defense Force remains a valid partner for this initiative that we're celebrating today. And through the internship program, the JDF facilitated placement for 25 graduates from the previous cohort. Now get this, today we're very proud to recognize about 90 members of the JDF who are among the graduates today. Which is a big deal. So with that said, we must hear from the JDF. So I'm asking you to continue that applause as we welcome Brigadier Mahatma Williams from the JDF to come forward to share his reflection on this journey. Keep the applause going, please.
JDF is often accused of taking over wherever we go. So this is not really a takeover, it's participation. Master of Ceremonies, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, Managing Director of Heart Trust NSTA Trust, Dr. Cheryl McLaughlin, Deputy Managing Director, National Training and Programs Division, Mr. William Malava, Deputy Managing Director, Corporate Support, Ms. Nicole Brown, Managing Director for the Caribbean Amber Group, Mr. Ben Rapp, Group CEO of Cygnus, executive and staff of the Heart Trust, NSTA, and Amber Group, members of the media, other distinguished guests, specially invited guests, graduates, those online, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Come on, 90 JDF people, don't shame me. Good afternoon. All right, that's better. Today, for the JDF family and for those non-JDF people whom we hope will find employment in the JDF when you graduate from this program, it is more than a ceremony for us. It is a moment of transition. We have actually started on a journey in the JDF to raise the information technology and cybersecurity competence of our personnel. And this is your transition from learning to application and from preparation to purpose. As we reflect on the journey, which is what I was tasked to do, Amber and Heart Academy really provided an opportunity for the JDF that we couldn't say no to. And on behalf of the Chief of Defense Staff, before I go any further, I want to commit the JDF to continued support for this program and hope that we will have deepened cooperation and expanding numbers on this program from the JDF. So we will continue to be the biggest supporters of this program. Now, this program actually expands beyond coding because I've remained close to the students here and I visited this compound on numerous occasions. And there's a lot that I see here that is different. And speaking from a brigade commander's perspective in the JDF, I was extremely proud to see the conduct of the soldiers and the other students during this program on campus. The discipline was unmatched. You couldn't tell that this was an institution with so many people because it was so well organized and purposeful and quiet. And so congratulations to you, the students, for doing that. And I'm proud of my military members for getting to this point because people look at soldiers in a different way. And this is one of the circumstances that we use to show that there are many aspects to the JDF. And our information technology and communications competence is one of those things that you don't see that you're seeing here on display. So congratulations to you, my soldiers. As a father, I actually have a son in this program. I'm extremely proud because I hear the back and forth on the online classes, the discussions, the study groups, and you know, I appreciate the team for accepting his unmatched, genuine personality that has no filter. So thank you very much for that. As a citizen of Jamaica, I am actually very hopeful and thankful that we have a reinvigorated Heart Trust. I know not many people have the chance to interact with it closely, but the processes, the attention to course development, the certification, the expanded programs is what Jamaica needs in this new technologically driven world. So congratulations to Hart. So Dr. Ingleton, behind your back, I've been visiting here, and I had the opportunity to talk to Dr. Berry a lot. And I wanted to, in public, reiterate to her what I've said in private. This team here has created a learning environment at Stony Hill that I believe, if carefully studied, will be the envy of even developed countries. It is something that is special because every single student I run into or I talk to feels special about how they have been interacted with in this program. Everyone felt a part of something that was greater than themselves. So this is something that if we carefully develop, the numbers will grow, and we could even attract international students into these programs. And I will commit the JDF again to supporting this program if you intend to grow it. The mentorship that I see here is actually military grade. It's the kind of mentorship that we pursue in the military environment. And so when I see it, I appreciate it, and I know the long-term value that it will bring. So again, I will not mention all the names, but I will tell you the names that I hear in the background. And you know, rumor has it that there's a favorite of Miss Moffat, one of the teachers here. I don't know who that favorite is, but Miss Moffat has a favorite. And the other teachers as well, Mr. Burrows, Mr. Jones, and you know, I hear Miss Graham a lot. I see her in the corridor, like trying to keep the quiet even more quieter. I don't know how she does it, but she knows everyone and knows about their ups and downs and who is having a bad day and who isn't. And this is just beautiful. I really appreciate the staff here for the environment that you have created for each individual student. So congratulations. I'm not going to go on any longer, right? But I want to say to the JDF students first, your participation in the development of information technology, communications technology, and the systems that we're introducing into the JDF will determine how much more we can support this program. If you succeed, when you go back into your units or when you're transferred to those specialized units, if you show that capability and that capacity and you show value for time, this will cause us to expand the numbers that we can send. It will open for your brothers in the JDF and sisters more opportunities to raise the bar of the JDF in terms of information technology. So this rests on you and on your participation when you get back into the operating forces. Again, I want to commend Heart Trust for this effort. I want to commend Amber Group for this effort. And I'm committing on behalf of the Chief of Defense Staff, the JDF's continued support for this program. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the graduating class. Well done.
And thank you so very much, Brigadier Williams, talking about this program and showing us that it is a part of what is right with Jamaica. The rigor of this program is giving local excellence with the potential for global reach. Quite profound words there indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get further in our program, let me welcome Ambassador Savadia from the Amber Group, our key partner here today. Welcome, sir. And really today, ladies and gentlemen, as we said earlier, the fields that we're focused on in this program is web application development and mobile application development. Their expertise in crafting IT solutions that are poised to contribute significantly to Jamaica. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been weeks of training, but at this time we want to give you a taste of the experience and how they feel about the program. So we ask that you turn your attention to the video screen.
Very rough background because originally I am from Kingston 11, Waterhouse. So I did not have any financial packative when growing up. So I saw this course. While on this course now, I saw where I had a next opportunity to actually become someone who can make a major impact on the country at large.
I am Jordan Pollock. I'm a member of the Jamaica Defence Force and also a member of the Amber Heart Academy, where I just completed the course Web Development. I'm currently living in Kingston, however I'm from St. Mary. So one of the challenges that basically resurfaced being a part of the JDF and also being enrolled in the coding course was that grave battle of time management. As you know, at the JDF, everything is basically time sensitive, and also doing coding, it's very meticulous. So you have to spend hours upon hours coding and also work. So you know, the two things basically had a clash. So you know, I had to now look deeper into myself and say, hey, I need to get this done and also need to get work done, so I had to employ effective time management where that was concerned. I would look back and say that I've definitely learned, and I've learned a lot, because one of my projects that I'm doing right now is basically a management system for the Jamaica Defence Force. That's my place of employment.
Hi, my name is Javon Douglas. I'm 24 years old, and I'm currently doing the mobile app development course at the Amber Heart Academy. I do have a physical disability, and the reason I chose to do this course is because I wanted to learn the app development skills in order to build an app that will add as a contact aid for any students who have issues with their disabilities.
Hi, I'm Desan Evans. I'm from the Amber Heart Academy, and I've always had an interest in IT. However, at the time, let's say when I was in high school, I did not get the opportunity to do it, mainly because of financial costs at the time. So I ended up moving on and joining the military. In the military, I did basic stuff such as patrolling and all of that. Didn't enjoy it, didn't feel like I was really making an impact on Jamaica. I saw this opportunity to do this mobile app development course, and I thought it was a good way to actually add real value to Jamaica. When I looked at Jamaica around me, I thought Jamaica was a little bit in the dark ages in terms of technological improvement and development. Joining the course, however, I realized it wasn't what I expected. Before, I had some basic IT background that I tried to get from myself, but it wasn't really formalized and structured. But joining the course, I realized that there was an entire sea of IT knowledge that I was not adverse in. So I was really forced to go into spaces that I wouldn't normally put myself there as an independent developer. The course really gave me the opportunity to really meet other persons and see how other programmers really develop their application. So it really grew my craft into a shape and form that I never expected.
So my name is Christian Stewart. I'm from St. Elizabeth. I was sitting at home. I was studying programming, basically self-teaching myself, watching YouTube. All right, so the hardest concept for me to grasp is working with a team. I was someone that I usually think of myself quite highly, and I didn't think that other people would see eye to eye with some of the ideas that I have or have the potential to build it out. So when I came here, I was pretty much forced to work in a group, and it is there then I realized that I'm not the only one with an affinity for coding, to bringing projects to life. I have met a lot of great companions here. Some of them I entered events with that have helped me build out ideas, won awards, and pretty much get some recognition while I was here.
My name is Brittany Dukes, and I am a mobile application development student here at the Amber Heart Academy. I am a certified ISA personal trainer, and ever since I've begun my journey, I've always wanted to extend my love and my passion into a community, hence why I've decided that I wanted to build a fitness app. As a fitness enthusiast, fitness has always come second nature to me, coding not so much. This course has pushed me both mentally and physically, and sometimes it was pretty challenging to juggle both this course and my job as well as fitness. But in the end, it really taught me resilience and overcoming challenges in the best way possible.
My name is Akim Messam, and I am from Maypen, Clarendon, and I am one of the web development students here at the Stoniel Amber Heart Academy. Growing up in the age of technology, I really was fascinated about computer. When I go somewhere and I see somewhere with an old computer or some old devices, I ask them for it, pull it up, look inside of it, and say, okay, that's how it works, And when I joined the course, I did not know one single letter or the if statement in the JavaScript and all those stuff. And coming in, I think that we are that person in here that in the course where we left behind and we don't know anything because basically learn a new language basically. And with the teacher's help, I learned how to make my own website. Right now, I bought my own domain for our website as well, put my website live, and even getting one client for myself as well.
One of the awards that I was pretty much very proud of is the second place Intellibus award that I won with me and the same friends up here. It was an AI-based platform that we made in like 2 days. It showed how much we have improved from just making a basic website to a full-on web application. And it also showed my teachers the potential that I have and how the fear that I had in working with groups has subsided. And I dedicated that award to my sister, who was the one who really pushed me to get out of the bed, to apply for the Intellibus group, the Intellibus Academy, and to become the person that I am standing before you today.
At the start of this course, I was a bit doubtful within myself. And as the months went on, I got more sure of my capabilities and what I was able to achieve. And as this course culminates now, I realize that I can achieve anything that I put my mind to once my heart is in it and once I apply myself and I dedicate the time to it.
When I look at what I develop sometimes, I'm like, wow, based on where I'm coming from, this is an enormous step. For me, I never thought I'd be able to create a full application from basically a blank screen, and an entire application comes to form that can really impact Jamaica on such a large scale.
What I would have created is merely for persons with disabilities and for them to have that opportunity to actually say, hey, I need that request in a real-time aspect. And why I develop something such as that, because my personal care for every person, especially persons with disabilities, so persons in my similar background, see me as a role model and see me as a person where they can look on and say, hey, he did it, I can do it too.
Ladies and gentlemen, real-world applications, real-world solutions for many problems. And I ask you to keep that applause going. In fact, stand and welcome our Minister of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon, as we welcome her. Thank you so very much, Minister. I also see Director Fabian here as well. So thank you so very much for joining us. Now, Minister, you're here just in time to hear from our valedictorian. Of course, every cohort has a standout individual who gets the opportunity to share with us the experience on behalf of that cohort. And ladies and gentlemen, that gentleman is Nathaniel Philip Coote. Please make him welcome as he comes to share the experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. A farmer plants potato seeds and cover them with dirt. For weeks, all you see is dirt, no signs of life. But underground, the potatoes are multiplying. When harvest comes, he digs up 10 times what he planted. You can't rush the harvest. Graduates, today we reap the harvest. I am deeply honored to stand before you and humbly reflect on our shared experience, growth, and triumphs in today's speech. Today is more than a ceremony. Today is proof of hard work, sacrifice, growth, and perseverance. It is a true honor to stand before you as valedictorian of Amber Heart Institute of Coding, Cohort 5. When I first arrived here, I was not the confident person standing before you today. I came with weak communication skills, uncertainty, and self-doubt. Like many trainees, I had potential, but I had not yet found my voice. But somewhere along this journey, that began to change. This institution did not only educate me, it helped transform me. It helped me become more outgoing, more confident, and more willing to step forward instead of shrinking back. And one of the greatest signs of that growth was being trusted to serve as trainee council president. For many, for someone who once struggled speaking up, that meant more than words can explain. But this journey was never mine alone. It belongs to all of us, the Amber Heart graduates of Cohort 5. We served as leads in different student leadership capacities, such as trainee council, peer counseling department, dorm leaders, and various clubs and societies. I want to thank the team that supported the training body through the council. This afternoon, I invite the ladies and gentlemen to take a moment and truly look at the graduates before you. Look at how far they have come, not just in appearance, but in discipline, growth, and skill. What you see today is a group of individuals who have been shaped, tested, and prepared for the world beyond these walls. We are equipped, adaptable, and ready to contribute meaningfully to the industry of today and tomorrow. So when you look at us, don't just see graduates. See young professionals who answer the call to grow, to learn, and to pursue excellence with purpose and determination. We challenge ourselves in hackathons, showcased our skills, represented our institution at events, and visited school to demonstrate our web application development and mobile application development abilities. And then there were the dorm nights. The long nights with laptop open, deadline close, everyone's tired, still coding until morning came. Those nights tested us, but those nights also built us. They built friendship, discipline, teamwork, and resilience. Some schools give information. This institution gave us something deeper. It gave us family. A place where people cared, a place where people helped, a place where people believed in us. Some of us gave a lot to be here. Jobs, home, family, and even sleep, just so we could experience this one-of-a-kind opportunity. We endured and accomplished a lot in just a little over a year. With tedious workloads and sleepless nights, for some, it was the first time we had left home for such an extended period, while others commuted to and from school for classes. But through it all, we became critical thinkers, problem solvers, adaptable, multilingual, self-motivated, nation builders, and innovators. We also cherish the many memorable games and friendship we built through football, netball, and volleyball. On the courts, volleyball became a religion for some, and through it all, many nights were lifted by prayer. Playing for hours, that was coping. In the end, with all these moments, we made it. Can you actually believe it? We made it. One thing about us, we were not just robots wired for different aspects of our specialities. We were well-rounded individuals. We came, we saw, and we conquered. A little over a year ago, we embarked on an extraordinary journey. For many, the opportunity to be part of this program felt almost too good to be true. Imagine being told about a coding program offering intensive one-year training, free of cost, residential accommodation, again, free of cost, plus free meals. Many of us thought, is this worth it? But as we stand here today, the answer resounds, yes, it was worth it. I take this opportunity to express heartfelt gratitude to the collaboration between the Amber Group and the Heart and Estate Trust. Your shared vision took a mighty leap of faith, an investment that I believe Jamaica will celebrate for generations. Allow me to highlight two key personalities behind this initiative. Ambassador Desan Savadia, entrepreneur, humanitarian, visionary, and special investment envoy for technology. Thank you for believing in this initiative and for efforts in bringing expert training to us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big deal. Let's celebrate Ambassador Savadia with a well round of applause. The Heart and Estate Trust, led by Managing Director Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, boasts a legacy 41 years strong. The training at the Trust is top tier. We thank Dr. Ingleton for her visionary leadership and commitment to aligning our skills with Jamaica's future. As she stated, when we operate in purpose, our fullest potential is activated. Graduates, your purpose these past months activates your potential today, and Jamaica's workforce is stronger because of it. Please join me in a resounding round of applause for Dr. Ingleton as we honor her contribution and distinguished service. As the Honorable Prime Minister stated, Jamaica is being transformed into the Silicon Valley of the Caribbean. Thanks to the Trust's vision, we are Monday morning ready. There is a place just a few kilometers from Manor Park that we call home. It is where we left our jobs, family, and friends to be part of something extraordinary. I must acknowledge the people who contributed to make this experience unforgettable. Today, I would like to thank the many people who shaped this journey. We wish to express special thanks to Dr. Cheryl McCloughin, Deputy Managing Director, Heart and Age Trust, Dr. Sasha Shimhue, Regional Director, Heart and Estate Trust, and the Strategic Partnership, Research, and Innovation team for their overwhelming support throughout this program. Special thanks to Dr. Nicole Berry, our Director Principal, who kindness and compassion touch many of us, whether helping with taxi fare, ensuring trainees had food, or simply checking in on us. She led with both strength and heart. Thank you to our institution manager, Mr. Dane Dennis, for maintaining discipline, order, and standard that created an environment where we could focus and succeed. Special thanks to also Miss Bernadette Robinson and Miss Wenda Chisholm for their unwavering support. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our head of programs, Ms. Cleona Duval, for her steadfast guidance and support throughout our program, for her commitment to enriching our experience through extracurricular activities. Thank you to Ms. Arnett Thomas, Program Coordinator, soft-spoken yet so stern and dedicated. You were with us even now. I know you might be sending us an email. You are dedicated. Thank you to the Career Development Officers team led by Miss Delia Bryan Sharp for guiding us throughout this course, supporting our personal development and organizing activities that help us de-stress and enjoy moments of balance during exams and academic pressure. Thank you to the accounting team led by Miss Naomi Phillips, who diligence, precision, and tireless dedication behind the scene ensure the financial integrity and seamless execution of this program. Your work does not go unnoticed. We are deeply grateful. Thank you to our instructors, Mr. Solomon Jones, Ms. Shante Moffat, Ms. Garfield Graham, and Mr. Jason Burrows, who patiently guide us line by line, lesson by lesson, and never gave up on us when assignments were difficult or when we doubted ourselves. Thank you, Mr. Christopher Jonas, for always lending us a listening ear. Thank you to the security team who kept the campus safe day and night and welcome us each morning with professionalism and presence. We extend our sincere gratitude to the registry team led by Ms. Doreen Thompson for their professionalism and assistance throughout the entire program, from enrollment to graduation. Thank you to the cooking team who prepared meals that kept us nourished and energized through classes, projects, and long days. Thank you to the janitorial staff whose hard work kept our classrooms, dorm, and surrounding clean, comfortable, and ready for learning. Thank you to the maintenance team who repaired what was broken, solved problems quickly, and helped keep the institution functioning smoothly. Thank you to the drivers who transported students safely and helped make travel for events, outreach, and school activities possible. Thank you to the administrative staff who handles documents, schedules, communication, and the many details that kept this institution organized. And special thanks to Nurse Palmer for her medical care and health presentations. To the lab technician team, led by Mr. Keith Sharp, thank you for ensuring our practical sessions ran seamlessly. Your technical expertise, equipment readiness, and commitment to safety were critical to our training and assessment. We expressed our sincere gratitude to Ms. Grant and the library team for your patience, guidance, and for ensuring we had access to material and information needed to excel in both theory and practical work. To our dorm supervisors, thank you for your care and guidance. To Mama P, Miss Pearson, your firm love and prayers kept us grounded. To Father, Mr. Ibanks, you showed us what true fatherhood looks like. And to Mr. Cowan, Miss Brian Sharp, and Miss Graham, thank you for upholding standards while leading with wisdom, discipline, and humor. You made the dorm a home. To our parents and families, thank you for every sacrifice, every prayer, every meal, every ride, every dollar, and every word of encouragement. Your support carried us further than you know. Thank you to the trainees from other programs who share this campus with us, encourage us, built friendships, and added to the spirit of community here at Eastern TVET. And to my fellow graduates, today belongs to you. Every assignment completed, every challenge overcome, every sleepless night survived, every moment you wanted to give up but didn't, this day is yours. Be proud of how far you have come. As we move forward, let us remember that graduation is not the ending. It is the beginning. Some of us will build careers, some will continue studying, some will start businesses, some will create opportunities where none existed before. Whatever path we choose, let us walk it with confidence, because this journey has already proven that we are capable of more than we once believed. Amber Heart Court 5, this is our moment. Walk boldly, lead proudly, build fearlessly, dream endlessly. On behalf of the graduating class of 2026, we express our heartfelt gratitude to our supporters, the Amber Heart collaboration that allowed us to be here today as freshly cultivated innovators. And always remember, what lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparisons to what lies inside of you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian. You have to do much better than that for him. The same applause he gave for the food is the same applause you need to give for him. And of course, thank you so very much for letting us into the world of the experience here. And Brigadier Williams is clearly right. It's a military type experience, but one that prepares them for the excellence that they're going to be giving the world. Thank you so very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he makes way for the exceptional dance ensemble that's trained right here at the Stony Hill Academy. So, ladies and gentlemen, this ensemble is special this afternoon because it's not just members of the dance ensemble that are going to be participating, but we also have participants who are members of the graduating class. So I ask you to put your hands together for the ensemble as we also say a very special shout out to Justin Henry, who is a part of the web application team, and Javon Johnson, a trainee from the Administrative Assistance Level 3 program. So put your hands together for the Stony Hill Dance Ensemble. And as they come, if you are missing a bunch of keys, and no, not me keys, but an actual bunch of keys, it is in my possession. So you can actually come to me afterwards once you can identify them. Put your hands together for the dance ensemble, please. Ladies and gentlemen, continue that applause, please. We thank them so very much for that presentation.
Some dream about the future. Others build it. 10 years ago, Amber Group was born not from technology alone, but from the belief of our founder and CEO, Desan Savadia, that businesses must carry a purpose to uplift, to serve, and to change lives. Starting from a humble office in Jamaica of just 200 square feet in 2015, Amber Group has evolved into a global powerhouse, creating an ecosystem that spans 17 businesses with offices worldwide. Imagine every journey made safer, every fleet made smarter. Amber Connect is the world's most advanced AI-powered vehicle tracking and fleet management system. At its heart is Ambi, the first AI voice assistant built for fleet and vehicle management, empowering you to ask anything and automate everything. Your safety isn't a feature, it's a promise. With panic button and rapid armed response, Amber On-Time Taxi is changing how the Caribbean moves. Take to the skies and discover unparalleled freedom with Amber Aviation. We drive AI-enabled digital transformation for businesses worldwide, powered by the world-class software engineering team at Amber Innovations. We protect your digital assets around the clock with AI-powered cybersecurity that never sleeps through Amber CyberEye. Experience fast, secure, seamless payment solutions with Amber Pay. Discover the joy of exceptional rewards with Amber Rewards. Fuel up with a new level of cashless convenience through Amber Fuels. Connecting people to buy, sell, rent, or donate. Simple, seamless, just Amber easy. And we transform businesses with agentic AI solutions, replacing traditional call centers by automating every interaction and driving efficiency through Amber Nexus. We design and develop next-generation IoT devices, including low-power zero-G networks with Amber IoT. From the world's best factories to your floor, we train and deploy the robots that make the difference with Amber Robotics. Revolutionizing media with an AI-powered platform that brings news, radio, and live TV together with Amber Media. Empowering the next generation of entrepreneurs with our fully funded startup incubator, Amber Launchpad. Our commitment doesn't end at our doors. Over 700 graduates and counting, empowering the next generation with free, world-class coding education through Amber Heart Academy. At the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, Amber's pandemic management system reunited thousands across the Caribbean, reopening borders and revitalizing tourism-driven economies. When Hurricane Melissa tore through the nation, our rapid deployment of a national disaster management platform helped families find shelter, rebuild their homes, and bring hope back to their communities. Giving every child access to knowledge and the tools to thrive through a free, AI-powered learning platform with Amber Learn. We power the next generation of Caribbean engineers with Jamaica's first national AI lab.
Development happens with an entrepreneur. It happens with a risk taker, someone who is going to take opportunity and pair it with resources, but more importantly, they have a vision. And I dare say that is Desan Savadia. He is a champion for technology. What I know your drive is to really grow a huge business that is meaningful to the people of the world.
17 business lines, over 100 countries, 80% of profits reinvested into communities. Because global influence without humanitarian impact is hollow success. A decade has proven one thing: when technology meets unshakable purpose, the impossible becomes inevitable.
Amber Group, more than a business, we built an organization to serve humanity.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this powerful organization, Amber Group, is led by a gentleman who is big on innovation, big on making a difference in community, and clearly the Amber Heart Partnership is a testament to that. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for founder and CEO of Amber Group, Ambassador Desan Savadia. Keep the applause going, please, as he makes his way to the stage.
There's something very interesting I want to start with. First of all protocols observed. Minister, welcome. All guests, dignitaries, friends, students, graduates, friends and family, welcome to this evening. You know, I'm a little nervous. I do get nervous when I'm having a bad hair day. And somehow, whenever I'm about to give some sort of a speech, that is the day the hair is the worst. I don't know why. All other days, I mean, you saw in the video too, it was pretty handsome, right? Not anymore. But very good evening. First of all, congratulations to all of you who graduated. It's a big milestone, very big milestone. But you all know it already, that what you've achieved, what you've conquered, what you have been invested into for the future of Jamaica. But I want to share something else with you today. I don't have speeches, I just have some bullet points to go through. But I want to start with reminding you how it all started 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, I reached out to the Prime Minister's office, and I said to some of our friends there, and I said, you know, it'd be good to meet PM and see if he would be open to look at this program. So I met PM and I said, PM, this is the plan, this is what we can do, this is how we can create a big new range of developers out of Jamaica, because all these years Jamaica has just been a consumer of all technologies, always. We've never produced anything from here that could be exported around the world. But to export, you also need engineers. You need technology engineers, software engineers who can build something that is exportable. Now, we never had that until now. So PM immediately, he initiated the whole engine through Heart, and he said, Dushyant, you need to work with Heart. And what was phenomenal, that just within 3 months, we actually started the first cohort, which is unusual to have that speed and pace, because everybody across the board, from government to us internally, we also understood what this could do for the future of Jamaica, because we need lots of software developers in the world, and especially in Jamaica. We need a lot of technical engineers who can guide Jamaica's future. And to do that, we need to build our youth to that force, rather than most of us going into linear jobs of BPOs in here. And it's fantastic to have them, but creating an economy of very talented engineers from Jamaica that can help us export is what the aim was, and that's why we started the Amber Heart Academy. So, but I want to also share with you that, look, coding has changed a lot in the last 1 year. And most of you are aware how AI has changed how coding actually works. Until even 9 months ago, 6 months ago, we used to have one whole team to develop one piece of software, which would take a month. Now we have one person to develop the whole software in 1 week. That is what AI has done in the coding field. So what that means for coding now? What about all this talent that we've acquired, and so many cohorts have passed? We are closing to nearly 1,000 youths who are graduating from this institution. It's a huge number, isn't it? So what happens next? Where do we go from here? The skills that you have acquired of coding, those were absolutely essential for the foundation of what you need to learn now. So in just a few weeks from now, we are launching the Amber Heart AI engineering courses also. So we're building the first AI national lab through the Ministry of Education, Heart, UTech, Amber. all of us came together. We said, you know what? Because the world is rapidly changing, we also need to change our courses. We also need to move at that pace with the pace of the world. So we decided we are not going to teach coding anymore because it's going to become irrelevant in the next 3 to 4 years. So what we did, what you learned over the last 1 year here are all the foundations that was required to become a solid AI engineer. Now, why do we need AI in engineering for Jamaica? If you imagine, every business in Jamaica is now using ChatGPT, Copilot, something or the other. And by default, what are we doing? We're sending all our data, including private data of Jamaica, which should be the sovereignty of Jamaica, is leaking from Jamaica and going and sitting in large language models overseas. How they will be used, we don't know. We've also known for all of these many large companies who have said we're not going to use your data for training, and then recently you would have seen in Kenya what happened. One of the big 5 had a call center where all the videos coming from glasses were being watched by real people. It's a huge problem. So if we don't, as Jamaica, create our own data sovereignty, if we don't create our own large language model, we will be continuing to supply sensitive information of our country, of our businesses, of our personal life overseas. And it will sit on large language modules who will make millions of dollars from our data when we get nothing back. Make sense? And that is the reason when I approached Minister a few months ago, I said, Minister, we need to change. We need to abandon coding training in the way we used to do before and change it into full AI engineering. And thankfully, those who are graduating here with level 3 NCT today, you automatically can go into level 4 associate degree from UTech. How cool is that? Isn't it? To actually spend 1 more year and learning hardcore AI engineering, those of you who can must look at the applications will open very shortly. And it is back in heart again. You can be on this campus for another year, but now this time we're teaching you the skills that will not go away for the next 100 years to come. Skills that are going to be relevant, powerful, and truly required for building Jamaica to its truest potential from the engineering standpoint. So the next big move for Amber Heart Academy is the AI Lab, National AI Lab of Jamaica, under the banner of Ministry of Education. And thankfully we have a wonderful minister who have never said no to any initiative that cost both of us from Amber and the Ministry in Heart a lot of money. But we've never been shy for our youth because you are our future. So, thank you. So that's the first part. So those, I would encourage those who are graduating today to look at the AI engineering course that starts in a couple of months from now. And you are so much well ahead. To train you will be a lot faster, lot easier. You're already halfway there. The other half, we will fill it in the next 9 to 12 months. But you will become the first cohort of 150 students that are going to start in a month and a half from now to become Jamaica's first graduating cohort of AI engineers. Never happened in this country before. So from Amber's perspective, we spent a lot of money building the curriculum, getting it certified with Heart and UTech, and there's a massive amount of effort. Nearly 1 year, we have worked hard to build the entire curriculum and get all the approvals from various entities for certification. We've done a lot in the background for you and the future generations to benefit. So we are not sleeping. As government and as private sector, we are not sleeping. Every single day we wake up and think what else, how else we can take our youths, take our workforce in Jamaica to graduate into some hardcore, serious engineering layers and compete with the rest of the world. It was my honor last week to be at IEEE in New York. I don't know if you've heard of IEEE. IEEE is the world's largest forum of engineers. If you've heard the names Jensen Huang, he's the CEO and co-founder of NVIDIA. Those who studied SQL through your course, the co-founder of SQL, there were some of the brightest engineers of the world in that forum last week, and I was invited as one of the speakers to that forum. 300 greatest minds of the world, and one Jamaican right in the middle being interviewed for 35 minutes. We sent the press release out today, so hopefully some press will be kind to us and put it out. But it's such a staggering achievement for Jamaica, and I spoke about Jamaica on that stage quite a few times. One of the questions that I was asked, and this is where I'm coming back to you and your future, one of the questions that I was asked, that what I believed was the single largest problem facing humanity today. Think about it. Many will say poverty, many will say education, many will say a lot of things. That's yes, they're all important. But to me, I said, and I didn't even take more than a second to answer, I said, the largest single problem facing humanity is identity. Largest. If people are not on the digital identity track, they remain invisible in the society. And your invisibility in the society doesn't help you open a bank account, doesn't help you get mortgage, doesn't help you get jobs, doesn't help you buy a new car on a loan, doesn't help you with so many governmental and non-governmental services that you can obtain. Do not underestimate the power of digital identity in this world today. We are afraid many times, and I said it on stage, that we are very afraid as a society. If I give my digital identity, and if the government knows who I am and what I'm spending, they will track me down and do this. It's not true. Humanity is not against humanity. It is our fear which is causing the stress and the fear. If we go past that and we actually go into a proper digital track ourselves and digitalize our own journey of life, it opens healthcare access, it opens right to vote, it opens ability to own properties, to move across borders. You can't even get a passport if you don't have a digital identity. So it is important, I said, that all of these are required for digital commerce and digital living in the future world that is coming so fast into our life. And I also noted there that this invisibleness in the society is also causing crime. Why is there crime? Crime also is being fueled through this invisibleness in our society that we can't track, we can't see. And our job as engineers, all of us today, you are a software engineer today. You're not just a developer or coder. You are the future. Visionary, I don't know how to code. I'm a visionary. I can think and plan and dream and do all those things. But it is truly you, the engineers, who build the world. And we have to build together a safer, stronger digital society, because without this, Jamaica will not be on the global map either. We will remain as invisible as many countries are in the world. And I did say on that stage that I'm so proud, India, with a 1.6 billion population, almost, 1.1 billion people came on Aadhaar, which is their national identity system, just in 10 years' time. 1.1 billion people, the most rural of India, people went and got their digital identity so that they can avail services. If there is a hurricane, we are in a hurricane-prone zone. If there is a hurricane, and we recently had a big one, we couldn't find people because we don't even know who lives there. This identity crisis, until we don't solve, it'll be hard to elevate Jamaica at the global stage also. So you as engineers, it's your responsibility. You have to take charge and increase the educational curve across the society and build better solutions to identify, protect, and serve the civil society also. Apart from that, I would also like to say that you're going to leave this beautiful campus in a few days. The world outside is not easy. It's hard. It's very, very hard. Nobody will trust you. Nobody will believe in you. Whatever you do, you will fail many, many times. Whatever job you will go for, you will be rejected. You may get, you may not get. You will be criticized. You will go through all the pain that everybody goes through. But you know what is important? That remember, failure is inevitable in our life, but success is a choice you make by not giving up, by standing up every single time there is a challenge. I'll tell you my personal story. Just about 10 years ago, before I started the Amber Group, I'll make it very short because some of you might have heard it before. I was broke. When I say broke, at 80 Jamaican dollars in the bank account, probably NCB can confirm, and I had no food to eat. I'm a vegetarian. Green is very expensive in Jamaica still. I survived on boiled potato, boiled rice, and salt for 1 month in a small, tiny little bedroom in Jamaica, in Kingston, 6. No rent to pay, no fuel in the car, no food to eat. And I suddenly thought, you know what? I'm a charitable person. I came to Jamaica for a charitable reason through the Art of Living Foundation. And I decided, you know what? Charity cannot happen from an empty bowl. You need cash to care for people. You need wealth to succeed. Wealth is not bad. Wealth becomes difficult for you to manage when it is only about you. When your spirit says, I want nothing, I'm here for you, that day you will rise and you will be looked after by the universe too. Got it? So from that day, I focused on building businesses. I said, I can go for corporate sponsorship, this, that, but that's not sustainable. How many times can I go to the same people to say, can I get some more money? It's not practical. So I decided to build businesses. And you saw the video, just in 10 years' time from Jamaica. We're still headquartered in Jamaica. We built 17 businesses back to back. I was one of the questions I was asked at IEEE last week in New York, that Dushanti could have stopped with one business. Why 17? And you don't seem to stop. Every few months we've researched you, we looked at you, and it looks like you're just passionate about building more businesses. I said, I will only stop the day the poverty in my country is over. Until that day, I will build businesses. I will continue to create more wealth for the country I love, and I'm here. This is my heart and soul. I've also said to my team, if something happens to me, please, this is my last location of goodbye. Nowhere else in the world. So you as engineers today, think about entrepreneurship too. Think about becoming an entrepreneur, because you need a lot of entrepreneurs with high ethical and moral compliance today in Jamaica too. We started the Amber Launchpad. If you have an incredible idea, come to us. We will fund entirely everything. This is my promise to you. We will build your business with you. Build businesses. Go work for companies where you can elevate the society and serve this nation too. So that's it for me, guys. To me, all that matters today, work with passion, work with integrity. Do not lose your integrity no matter what happens. Life will throw you so many opportunities to walk squared. Don't do that. Stick to the path. Say no to anything that is not conscience-wise you can accept. And move forward with spirit, and move forward with hope and prayers and confidence. We will move ahead as Jamaica, and you are the ones to move us ahead too. So with this, I give you all my blessings, all my gratitude for being here with us and building Jamaica together with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Ambassador Savadia. Ladies and gentlemen, continue that applause, please, for the Amber Group, and we thank them so very much for the continued partnership. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's a nice segue to have the introduction for our keynote speaker this afternoon. And to do that, I invite Lieutenant Brittany Duke, Mobile Application Development Graduate, to come to the stage. Put your hands together for her, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is both an honor and a distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for this afternoon. A visionary leader, an accomplished academic, and a dedicated public servant, Senator Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon exemplifies excellence in both scholarship and service to our nation. We are privileged to have her share her words of wisdom and inspiration with us today. Senator Dixon was appointed Senator and Cabinet Minister in May 2023 with the responsibility for the skills and digital transformation portfolios in the Office of the Prime Minister. In October 2024, Senator Dixon was named as the Minister of Education, Skills, Youth and Information. Dr. Dixon is a 2004 Fulbright Scholar and an alum of the University of the West Indies, where she completed a Bachelor of Science in Economics, First Class Honors, and a Master of Science in Government with a distinction. She's also a graduate of the Joseph Corbell School of International Studies, where she completed a PhD in International Studies, as well as the executive program of the Harvard Business School. She has served as a senior executive of the Jamaica National Group, where she executed numerous large-scale strategic projects in Jamaica and in core diaspora markets of the United Kingdom and the United States, Canada, and the Cayman Islands. While on secondment from the Jane Group to the Bank of Jamaica, she also led the successful completion of the National Risk Assessment for Jamaica in 2021, which is a key component of Jamaica's anti-money laundering framework. Dr. Dixon has also served in public sector roles in the Office of the Prime Minister and JAMPRO. Dr. Dixon started her career as an academic at the University of the West Indies, where she taught several courses to the undergraduate and graduate levels. During her tenure at the University of the West Indies, she also worked on the Jamaica Economy Project, which was the precursor to the successful Caribbean Policy Research Institute. She's fiercely committed to the advancement of women on boards and in politics, and is very committed to the educational advancement of children in Jamaica. In this regard, she has served on numerous boards and committees in these areas, including the Jamaica Education Transformation Commission, the Archdiocese of Kingston Education Commission, and the International Women's Forum. Please join me in welcoming Senator Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon.
Thank you. That was a very nice introduction. And I say congratulations to her. She's made for the stage. I know there are going to be many big things that will come in the future. And so I have to acknowledge some individuals who are here, and I start with the MC, Mr. Keys. It's good to see you. Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, the Managing Director of the Heart NSTA Trust. Ambassador Desan Savadia, who never tells me no either, founder and CEO of the Amber Group. We also have Brigadier Mahatma Williams of the JDF. Good to see you. Other members of the Amber Group and also members of the Heart NSTA Trust team, trainers, mentors, parents, family members, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026 of the Amber Heart Academy. You all look so good. You look very good from here. And so I have to say good afternoon to everyone again. And I tell you, I know you want your certificate. So I'm not going to be long. I promise you. I'm going to go straight into it. But I have to start by saying how proud I am of all of you. You have worked hard. I know getting to graduation would not have been easy. You'd have had to put a lot of effort into it. And I want you to know that I'm proud of you. Your government is proud of you. And Jamaica, the entire country, is proud of you today. What you're doing here, sitting here today in your graduation gown, you're saying to Jamaica that there's a lot of talent here. You're saying that Jamaican talent belongs in the future. You are not waiting on the world to change. You are going to take this entire program that you've been in and you're going to use it to change the world. You are going to change the world. That's what I want you to remember about this program and you sitting here today. It's not just about getting a piece of paper. It's really a piece of paper that's saying that you are certified to go change the world. That's what you're getting today. And so I'm very proud of you again. When you entered this program, you came in to learn web application development and mobile application development. But you are actually leaving here certified to speak the language of the digital economy. And that's the language of the future. You have the critical capacity now to solve real problems and create value. You can participate in this new evolving digital economy. And you can compete anywhere in this world with that piece of paper that you have gotten. I want you to always be thinking about the future, and the future is changing so rapidly. And you have to be ready for that change. One thing I can tell you is that we don't know what this world is going to look like a year from now. We don't know what this world is definitely going to look like 5 years from now. So there's a lot of change to come. And you have to see yourselves as change agents. That's what Heart was teaching you. It wasn't just teaching you what you thought it was teaching you in terms of the technical skills. It was teaching you to take up your rightful place as change makers. And I often think that when we talk about making money, and I think all of you want to make money, right? And you all want to make as much money as Dushant. And more. Oh, I love that. They want to make more than you, Dushant. Way more, Dushant. And that's the good thing. You want to make more money than Ambassador Dushant. And that's good. And that's important. And I want you to tourism for the future. We should be at the forefront in creating technology for that. Where are you in creating the technology for reggae music and dancehall music too? AI is upending
of music in this world. Where are you in that? What are you going to be producing?
You don't get this piece of paper just to sit down with the piece of paper and say, I got it. You're getting this piece of paper to empower you. It's empowering you to do big things in this world. And I truly believe that technology will help Jamaica leap forward. Artificial intelligence, coding, automation, robotics, digital platforms, they're all powerful tools. But they're only tools. The real power is actually all of you. We cannot do anything with AI without people. And so you are central. You've got tools, but you have to use those tools to serve Jamaica and the world. So you have to be asking, how can I make this life easier? How can I make this business better? How can I make the government more responsive? How can I make Jamaica stronger? Those are the questions and areas that you have to be asking yourself with the tools that you have been given. Now, I have to say thank you to Dushyant again for believing in this. I have to say thank you to the Heart team for all the work you have put into this. This is an example of public-private partnership done properly. And I'm so very happy to be here as a part of it. The next graduation I go to, Dr. Ingleton and team, I want to see like 300 to 500. You're changing lives. You're changing lives. Jamaica is going to continue to be seen as a developing country if we do not have enough of you. We need more of you. And I heard you speaking. I heard the valedictorian who did such a fantastic job. You really did. You did excellent. Talking about some of the things that some of you got while here. Your tuition was free. You got free meals. You had free accommodation. Not every Jamaican gets that. That's a big opportunity that you have been given. And when we say it was all free, it's not really free. The people of Jamaica paid for it. The people of Jamaica paid for you to get this opportunity and to get that piece of paper. The government could have put that money to other uses, but we chose to put it towards you. And I want you to always remember that this program is a choice. It's a governmental choice. When Ambassador comes to OPM and says, I have an idea, I have this dream, the Prime Minister could have said, let me think about it. The Prime Minister never did that. He saw the vision. He saw all of you. Even though you may not have known, he was thinking of all of you when he said yes to Ambassador Dushyant. And now you are here. The people of Jamaica have spent money on you. And I don't want you to forget that, because this is government policy in action. At Heart, we're doing a lot of things and we're trying things. And you always have to try. You're never going to find the perfect answer. There are a lot of young men and women, and you see them on the corner. You see them every day. There are a lot of them there on the corner, not sure where to go with their life. A lot of them not very hopeful. But in Heart, we are trying to reach them in different ways, and we're trying different things. So we did Lift, which was for those who are smart. You know, they have 5 subjects already, but they come from poor families. And they don't have the persons to say, oh, you need to go to college and you need to do this and let me help you with your application. They don't have that. And so we developed the LIFT program for those people who we knew had promise, but they may not have come from backgrounds that could support them. And so we took them in, we put them in workplaces, we paid them money, good money too. We taught them how to drive. Why? Because we're saying to them, you're going to have a car very soon. You may not know it, but you are. So you need to have your driver's license. We also got them their passport. What are we saying to them? You're going to go to foreign. And it's going to be very regular too. So when we took them in saying to them, look, we know that your circumstances aren't good, but we see the potential in you, and we're going to invest in you. And then we had the CARE program. Where did CARE come from? As we went around Jamaica and we saw the young men and women, but it was mainly young men, on the corner, we said to them, heart is free. Heart is free up to level 4. Why are you still here? And they said, Miss, I don't have any transportation money. And then they said, Miss, I have to hustle for my family. And that's how CARE came. CARE came with a stipend every week. So you got a salary. And then you got a transportation allowance. That came from us listening to those young men on the corner. And as government, we are listening. And we're trying things. Has it worked perfectly? Absolutely not. Some of them get through the program, some don't. When you're not used to structure, it can be very hard. But we're trying with them. And I want you to tell your friends and your family that we are trying with them at Heart. And if they want a team that's going to work with them, Heart is there. Heart is free up to level 4 until June 1, where Heart becomes free up to level 5. Level 5 will be free on June 1, 2026. So we've moved from just level 4 to level 5. Remember, level 4 is an associate degree. Level 5 is a bachelor's degree. So you can get a bachelor's degree from Heart for free. I hope you understand what is happening. So I need you to be ambassadors for that out there. Because we are doing things differently. We believe every young person should have an opportunity. And as you are seeing, this program and other programs we have in Heart, they're good programs. They're world-class programs. And so we're saying to all our young people across Jamaica, if you want to make something of yourself, Heart is here. And we're here to work with you. You would have heard Ambassador speak a little bit about the program at UTech that he's hoping that you're going to go into, right? Again, this is your government helping again. So we've heard that, and you heard we're partnering. The Ministry of Education is partnering with Amber and with Heart and with UTech on that. And so I'm pleased to tell you that participants in our National AI Lab will also get monthly stipends and residential accommodations. And when you finish that, as Ambassador Dushan said, you will leave with your level 4 certification, which is an associate degree. And then we expect that you'll go to level 5 because level 5 free, right? So we're opening doors for you. This is not the end. This is just a part of the journey. And there's much more for us to do together. And I have to say thank you to Dr. Ingleton and the Heart team for working so hard on the UTech program, for working on all of these inducements that we have to try to get our young people to go into training. The last point I'll make about work that we're doing vis-a-vis heart. And you notice there's a lot of talk around education all the time. And you notice I stay out of it. You know why? Because I'm focused on results. I'm focused on you and all the others in the system. That's my focus. How do I get you to reach your full potential? That's what all of us are focused on. Nothing else. We're not into drama or anything else. We're into getting our children to realize their potential. And so another way we're looking at this is through our what we call Apprenticeship 3.0. Back in the day, apprenticeships were a big deal. That's where you learned. This is somewhat a hybrid that we're trying, where we have private sector very closely involved with heart. But the plan is to make this more mainstream. So for our plumbers, for our electricians, for our construction workers, anyone who wants to be in those areas, what we will be doing is having shorter programs at heart, but then you will move more quickly into a work environment and you'll continue the learning on the job. Why are we doing that? Because you tell me you want to make money quicker than you've been making money now, right? And so we are doing that. Plus, we believe some of the best learning takes place in the places where you're going to work. On-the-job training is important. And that's how people used to learn in the past. That's how you learn your carpentry. That's how you would learn your electrician expertise. You learned it on the job. But we're going to be making it a lot more formal. And so you don't just get sent by heart to a workplace. Heart will be there monitoring. Heart will train those in that company to ensure that you are learning what you're supposed to learn. And then Heart will come back and certify you. So that's a new approach we're doing because we want to make sure that our young people are able to get into jobs as quickly as possible. And so that's another innovation. I could talk all day about innovations at Heart. Everything's not perfect, but there's a lot of good work that is happening. I think we've learned a lot in our work over the last few years, trying different programs, understanding what works, what doesn't, so we know how we can scale up. We are never going to leave our young people behind. Our young people mean everything to us. There is absolutely no Jamaica without our young people. And so we have to do that work. And so graduates, as I'm closing, I want you to remember a few things. The first one is you have to keep learning. Don't stop here. There are too many opportunities that we're putting there for you to stop here. The finish line is really at death. That's where the finish line is. It's not no. It's not no. You have a lot more to achieve. I ask you to go to those higher levels at Heart. It's going to be much better for you in your lives going forward. The other one is really for you to build with purpose. You have to have purpose in all of this. One of the reasons Ambassador Duchant can make the money he makes is because he started with purpose. You have to have that at the center of everything that you do. Purpose. Why am I doing it? I'm doing this because my family has had it hard. And I'm going to make sure that my family that I'm going to have doesn't have it hard like my mother and my father had. You're doing it because you want to improve the life of your parents. You're doing it because you want to improve the lives of the others in your community and in your country. That's purpose. And you have to find that purpose in everything that you're doing. The third thing I'd say to you is that you have been chosen and you've been given an opportunity. Be given an opportunity to be in an area that the entire globe is demanding. You are cutting edge. You have what many students with degrees do not have. And that's real big time opportunities. And so I want you to never forget that you have been chosen. You are chosen to be here. You are chosen to be around your class cohort. You are chosen to be here today to get your certificate. And you have to pay it forward. I know you know many people who you grew up with that aren't in this position of joy today. And you have a responsibility to them as you go forward. And the last thing I will say, which is in similar vein to that third one, is that you were chosen by God. God chose you, and God has brought you here, and God wants you to go even further. God wants you to do well and do big things for yourself and your family, your country, and your world. And God is never going to leave you. You're going to have difficult days. And when you have the difficult days and you can't make payroll when you start your business, think of Dushyant. He did it. He did it. And you can too. And you can too because God is with you. And God has already shown you that he has chosen you. And he's not chosen you to do little things. He has chosen you to do big things. And today is just the start of the many big things that you're going to do in your life. And so for me, I'm happy and proud. I finished where I started, with being proud of all of you. I feel like I'm mother today. I feel like you're all my children. And I'm here celebrating your graduation with you. Yes, you can come home with me. But I do feel like I feel like a proud parent. And every graduation I go to, every child across Jamaica, I feel like they're my children. I really do. And so for me, I just look forward to seeing the beautiful things you're going to do in your life. I can't wait to turn on my TV and sit in my rocking chair and see you there and see you saying, I started at heart, and look at the billions I have made, and look at the people and lives that I have touched. That's what I want to see, and that's what I know will be your future. So you need to believe it. I already believe it. So today, as we celebrate, I want you to take all the pictures you want, accept the applauses, thank those who helped you, especially the parents who are here, and I didn't say thank you to the parents. Parents, family, friends, thank you. I know that your support was a lot, and I know many of you prayed for them, and the prayers worked. And so when you get the certificate, give it to your parent. It's their certificate. They work just as hard for it. And so congratulations to the parents. Dance and take the pictures too, and show everybody all over the world what you have achieved, because it is you that have achieved with your child. So today is just one step in the beginning of your long journey of greatness. I want you to remember that you have been chosen and that you've been chosen to be great. So go forward, class of 2026 Amber Heart Academy. Go forward and build a beautiful future with God's grace. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Minister. Don't leave the stage, Minister. We ask you to remain on stage. Keep that applause going, please, as I also invite Dr. Sasha Shimhue, Regional Director for Region 1, to make a presentation to our Minister.
Let me ensure that the audience is seeing what you're getting, Minister. The pleasure is mine to present you with this token of appreciation. Minister, we appreciate your time, your impact, your work, and your heart. This is from the Ebony Park Academy. I won't say out loud what you said a while ago. But we appreciate that you appreciate heart and all the work. And we thank you for being here today and being an impactful speaker, as always. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Minister for reinforcing the commitment of the government to this program and so many others like it, really ensuring that we continue the excellence of what we are recognizing here today, and beyond that, ensuring that we develop Jamaica and we induce growth in Jamaica. And of course, big announcement there, level 5 at the Heart NSTA Trust will be free as at June 1. So I always say everywhere I go with Heart that level 4 is free, but no, level 5 is free. So beyond the associate's degree level as at June 1. So tell your friends and ensure that you all participate in the UTech Amber Heart partnership that will take place that could see you also getting additional certification and by extension also feeding into that level 5 degree program. So we look forward to that. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our graduates? And this may be the last time I will call you graduates, because after I call your name and you make your way on stage, you will be graduates. So at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite Ambassador Desan Savadia, founder and CEO of Amber Group, who will present the certificates for the Mobile Application Development Program. Put your hands together for him as he comes forward. And ladies and gentlemen, as I call the names of our graduates, I ask you to just give them a resounding round of applause. Malcolm Allen. Livingston Mitchell. And I know that there are some persons who should be assisting with the batons. So I may need to dual role at this juncture, no worries. But put your hands together for first graduate, Malcolm Allen. Livingston Mitchell. Ronaldo Montague. Ronaldo will be followed by Owain Lewin. Kalia Young. Shana K. Daly. My namesake, Javon Douglas. And I need you to, when Javon makes his way, give him an extra special round of applause. You'll see why. So Javon will be followed by Jason. So Jason, you can stand by. But ladies and gentlemen, build that round of applause for Javon Douglas as he comes to the stage. A shining star, ladies and gentlemen, and a display that disabilities are no hindrance to anyone. Excellence cannot be deterred by any disability in life. So Javon Douglas, congratulations to you. Very, very well done. And we are all so very proud of you. So Javon, and keep that applause going for him, please, is followed by Daniel Moncrief. That's Jason Williams. Kashim Anderson. Andre Masters. Javon Adams. Daniel Moncrief. Renardo White. Dane Goodwin. Dante Richards. Shamar Allen. Tammy Lee Chambers. Jamar Bethune. Ian Shetterwood. Kian Price. Dovado Evans. Brittany Dukes. Jabari Buta. Rashawn Robinson. Romaine Rattray. Junior Jones. Romaine Melbourne. Therese Walters. Simone Smith. Ronaldo Miller. Brittany Smith. Christopher Golding. Krishawn Stewart. And Omari Murdoch. And as Ambassador presents to Mr. Murdoch, I say thank you, Ambassador. Ambassador, we thank you so very much for presenting to our graduates from the Mobile Application Development Program. And I invite Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, Managing Director of the Heart NSTA Trust, to come forward to make the presentation to the graduates of the Web Application Development Program. Put your hands together for her as she comes, please. As we welcome to the stage, Gary R. Williams. Moya McKenzie. Tyrone Hamilton. Stephen Paul Murray. Keynote Ferguson. And I know this one is extra special for Brigadier Mahatma Williams Jr. And clearly he has a fan club as well. Loxley Morgan. Hakeem Messam. Dwayne Gooden. Tafari Lee. Raymando Ball. Kevon Fairclough. Justin Henry. Javon Williamson. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian, Nathaniel Coote. Damar Morrison. Nicholas Smalling. Otancia Johnson. Rajay Scarlett. Prince Steele. Rayon Gordon. Kimario Coke. Janelle Bepat. Nicholas Dennis. Javon Vidal. Rocky Mundy. Brian White. Enrique Ennis. Jason Lindsay. Fionil Palmer. Akeem Briscoe. Romario Dixon. Jordan Polak. Akeem Richards. John Ross Bailey. Fourthly, Murray. Nickel Small. Maurice Graham. That's Maurice coming up. Da Vinci Bowen. Roger Reed. Dejay Baltimore. Siobhan Howell. Venetia McLeish. It should be Venetia. Sabrina Thomas. Javel Wilson. Leon Hunter. Kadia Henry. Zeneth Howie. And it's Zante Howe. Leverth Haynes. Shanae Robinson. Brandon Grant. Rojwayne Codner. Jamarly Knight. Jaheim Davis. Raquel Rafael. Chrisuel Moody rather. Joshua McKenzie. Tashawn Rose. Theodore Campbell. Marcel Morris. That clearly some inside joke going on there. Akeev Bailey. Jaddy Mason. Devontae Gazadere. Deshaun Lynch. Jillian Grace Buchanan. Malik Fenton. Jervin Francis. Trishawn Dennis. Rohina Black. And last but certainly not least, Oral Martin. Tajay McDonald. So now he's last but definitely not least, ladies and gentlemen. A better round of applause for him. Tajay McDonald. And as we congratulate our graduates, I thank Dr. Ingleton. And ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to stand as we celebrate the graduating class of 2026. This moment encapsulates their hard work, resilience, and the beginning of countless possibilities. Your journey has just begun. And as you are celebrated, and you can now stand to celebrate, graduates. And graduates, you can also stand to celebrate yourselves. This is a big deal. Ladies and gentlemen, another applause for graduates of this cohort of the Amber Heart Academy. Now, of course, events like these and a celebration of this nature cannot go on without a number of moving parts. and a number of people who would make it possible. So at this juncture, I invite Rowena Black and Lance Corporal Jamarli Knight, or distinguished graduates of the class of 2026, to come forward and express their thank yous. Put your hands together for them, please, as they come forward. But as they make their way to the stage, I am reminded that we do have a bunch of keys. So if you are missing your bunch of keys, we have it, so you can speak with us afterwards. And I'm also told that the dancers we saw earlier, Team Invasive, they are a part of the Dancing Dynamite team. Well, they are a part of the Dancing Dynamite 2026 competition. So when you get the chance, go ahead and vote for them. So please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together once again for Rowena Black and Lance Corporal Jamarli Knight as they come forward to say thank you.
On behalf of the Amber Group and Heart NSTA Trust, I'm sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of the Amber Heart NSTA Trust, it is both a privilege and a joy to stand before you and offer this vote of thanks. Today is not simply a ceremony. It is a testament to what becomes possible when vision, dedication, and partnership converge. To every person who played a part in bringing us to this moment, however large or small, this expression of gratitude is for you.
We begin where this journey truly started, with leadership. We extend our deepest and most sincere gratitude to our Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, whose vision and unwavering commitment to national development gave life to this extraordinary initiative. It is through bold, purposeful leadership that a nation finds its direction, and Jamaica is fortunate to have that. With milestones such as this, we move even closer to realizing Vision 2030, becoming the place of choice to live, work, raise family, and do business.
We owe an immense debt of gratitude to Mr. Desan Savadia, founder and Chief Executive Officer of Amber Group Limited. It is one thing to identify a gap. It is quite another to build a bridge across it. Mr. Savadia's entrepreneurial spirit and philanthropic heart gave rise to the Amber Heart Institute of Coding, creating a space where young Jamaicans are not merely trained, but truly transformed. His partnership with Heart NSTA Trust has opened doors that many of our graduates never imagined they could walk through. We are grateful.
To the Heart NSTA Trust, the institution that has long been the backbone of Jamaica's technical and vocational training, thank you. We are honored to recognize the chair of the board of directors, Mrs. Carmel Facey, our managing director, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, and deputy managing director for the National Training and Program Division, Dr. Cheryl McCaffin. Your strategic oversight and commitment to excellence continue to shape the future of this nation workforce. We also extend heartfelt thanks to our regional director, Dr. Sasha Shimyu, and Director Principal, Dr. Nicole Berry. Along with the Strategic Partnership, Research and Innovation team, your collective efforts ensure that what happens in these classrooms reach far beyond these walls. To the instructional, administrative, accounting, maintenance, and registry staff,
and to the residential supervisor at the Hart Eastern TVET Institute, Stone Hill campus. You are the quiet force behind every graduate who stands here today. You did not only teach us skills, you cultivated character, discipline, and self-belief. For that, we are profoundly grateful.
We would be remiss if we did not pause to express our profound gratitude to our keynote speaker, Senator Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon, Minister of Education, Skills, Youth, and Information. Minister Morris Dixon, your presence at this ceremony is itself a statement, a reminder that the highest levels of our government see us, believe in us, and are invested in our futures. Your address today did not simply inspire. It challenged us to think bigger, reach further, and recognize our own potential as contributors to this nation's development. We would also like to thank our guest speaker for her inspiring words. She challenged us to think about how we will design the solutions of the future and reminded us that the real power lies within each of us. Her words were a timely reminder that the finish line is not today, that we must keep going through to the end.
We extend our sincere appreciation to the Master of Ceremony, Mr. Javon Keys, for anchoring today's program with such warmth, composure, and energy. You set the tone from the very beginning, and your presence elevated the entire occasion. To the UTech Band and Stone Hill Dance Team, you remind us that excellence takes many forms. Thank you for the gift of your artistry and the spirit you brought to this celebration.
To our valedictorian, Nathaniel Coote, we commend you for your outstanding academic achievement and exemplary leadership. You have represented your cohort with distinction. Congratulations. Our deepest appreciation goes to the planning team and every individual who worked quietly and tirelessly to bring this event to life. A ceremony of this caliber does not happen by chance. It happens because of people who care deeply and give generously of their time and talent. You have our sincerest thanks.
To our distinguished guests, your presence here speaks volume. In a world where time is precious, you chose to spend a portion of yours with us, and that means more than words can adequately express. Your well wishes, your applause, and your support carry us forward as we step into the next chapter.
We now invite everyone to rise and join us in honoring the graduates of this cohort. Before you are individuals who refused to settle, who showed up even when it was difficult, and who have earned every moment of this celebration. Let us applaud them, not just for completing a program, but for choosing to invest in themselves, and in so doing, in Jamaica.
Thank you. You can have back a seat. As we go forward, we carry on more than a certification. We carry on the lessons, the values, and the relationship forged in this place. We go forward ready, ready to build, ready to lead, and ready to give back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you to you both. Please, another round of applause for them. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at the very end of our program, but we cannot have the exceptional band from UTech and just hear them once. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you give them a big round of applause as they come to the stage for another one of their exceptional renditions. I'm not sure which surprise song they are coming with this time, but I ask that you please give them a big round of applause as they come forward.
Congratulations to all of you, graduates. All right, so just like a whole little vibes now. And all right with that, right?
If I were to tell you just how much I need you, would you come tonight? Or would you not believe me? Cause a love that easy never turned right. Trying to change the rules, you deserve something good in your life. We've been waiting for too long, so come get your blessings tonight, baby. Won't you come over, love, so I can show you love? Promise I got enough to give you all that you need, baby. Some people search to find love that's as good as mine. I don't want to waste your time, so baby, turn on the lights. Give me all of your love tonight. Let's do what lovers do. Ooh, I'm waiting for you. Don't want to waste my time, so don't make me beg tonight. Don't keep me waiting for love. Won't you come over, love? Don't you remember the reason you loved me before? Please remember me once more. What you know? When will I see you again? You left with no goodbyes, not a single word was said. Let me hear the side. We go again? I had no. I love you. I know I had a fickle heart and a bitterness and a wandering eye and heaviness in my head. Don't you remember? Don't you remember the reason you loved me before? Please remember me once more. Don't you remember? Don't you remember the reason you loved me before? Please remember me once more. Hush. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Before you say another word now, tell me what can you do to stop a man from trying? I said I wanna know now. Nothing you can do to stop. Yo. We love that vibe, man. I say everybody go so. Go so. Go so. Go so. Yeah. Everybody over there too. Hey. Tell me what can you do to stop a man from trying? I said I wanna know now. Nothing you can do to stop a man from trying. I wanna know. Said I wanna know now. What can you do to stop a man from trying? Nothing you can do to stop a man from trying. Not with that big broad smile and that sexy dress you wear. It's totally impossible for a man with eyes not to stare. There is no reason to be so uptight, and everything is gonna be alright. Can't you see you're every man's fantasy? Tell me what you can do to stop a man from trying? I said I wanna know now. Nothing you can do to stop a man from trying. I wanna know, yeah, I wanna know now. What can you do to stop a man from trying? Absolutely Nothing you can do to stop a man from trying. Ready? I'm still in love with you, boy. Come again, come again. I'm still in love with you, boy.
We're going to try to understand that a man is just a man. That's a dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
Last for words. Oh, God.
I'm still in love. Still in love
What
with
a man's
you.
gotta do. What a man's gotta do. Girl, me not in no blink fit. We could control your girl. And when they, I don't know it. And I make your head swirl. And I make your body twirl. And I make you wanna be my one and only baby girl night after night. I don't know it. I don't know it. I don't know it. And you want your cat, say you just can't provide.
I love you, baby.
I should make you did the loving from your heart.
You don't know how to love me.
Lie you tell. Lie she tell me.
Or even how to kiss me.
I lie she tell. I lie she tell. What on there?
But I don't know why.
Baby girl.
I love you, baby.
I just say dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
Well, I'm a hustler and a player, and you know I'm not a sayer. That's a dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
So girl, you try to understand
that a man is just
a man. That's a dirty, dirty
Lady.
love. Blessed loving from the start, but you know we had to part. That's a dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love.
I'm
still in love
Listen.
with you.
Let me come back. We can't come back. Come again. Yeah, man. I can't do. Every time I think of saying goodbye. Yo, congratulations again. I love you. Every time I think of saying goodbye, everything inside me said it's a lie. But I can't, no I can't, no I can't. Yeah. Said you'd be with me right through the rough, and you never said I've had enough. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. Another part here. I'd like to repay you for damages done. Yeah. I know I won't be able to repair it all, 'cause I lost count all this time. You've been hurting, and you're still so fine, and it's blowing my mind. I know I should pack up and walk away and leave you nothing to remind, but I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. Oh, yes. Every time I think of saying goodbye, everything inside me says it's a lie. But I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. Okay. okay. That's
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen,
big up.
Ramon Johnston and Shantae Brown, backed by the team from the UTEC band. Put your hands together for them one more time. I almost felt as if I was on a stage show for a little bit. You should have seen me at the back pretending to play bass guitar. I've never played a bass guitar before, but I do know music. But exceptional showing, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are almost at the very, very end. But before we close, I'm going to invite our minister, as well as Ambassador Savadia, as well as Dr. Ingleton to make their way to these lovely 3 seats situated right in front of our graduates. And I'm asking our graduates to prepare your brightest smile. So now is your practice run. You can smile a little bit and practice, because we're going to have the official photo opportunity. So are we practicing the smiles? Because there's only a picture I got to take. But while we prepare for this photo opportunity and our photographers are situating themselves, again, thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this exceptional celebration of 120 graduates from the Amber Heart Academy. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, before you, and for those of you online, you are witnessing the excellence that's coming from right here in Jamaica. This is an example of what is right with Jamaica, and the future of Jamaica is now. We're seeing this group that will be ensuring that we stamp our mark in the global digital economy, and it is a beautiful thing to see young Jamaicans excel and do so exceptionally. So, with that said, you're looking at our photographers because they're giving you the cue. Keep that smile going. You never know when the shot is being taken, and you don't want a piece of smile or a half a smile. So I'll just tell you, don't stop smiling. As I also remind you as well that we have a bunch of keys that are still missing, I understand. So if you are missing your keys, we have it at the back. And a reminder to you as well that we are so thrilled to tell you that the UTEC Amber Heart program will start soon. And a reminder to you as well that as at June 1, 2026, up to level 5 will be free. So I'm being instructed, not quite, one more photo I'm being told. Our friends at Amber want one more shot. It's going to be for a video. So you know like how you see in high school musical when they throw up the hats? Those are my instructions. So after 2, and I won't count because we're going to start the video. So I'll just point at you, and you're going to throw up. So you're looking at me. 1. And we have, in journalism, that's what we call the money shot. That's the money shot. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire Heart NSTA Trust family, thank you so very much. Congratulations. So our audience remain as we invite our graduates to have their official procession out. Thank you so very much, Minister, Ambassador Savadia, Dr. Ingleton. So I know they have some special music for the procession. So graduates, now is your time to take that walk as official graduates of the Amber Heart program. And as they make their way out, my name is Javon Keys. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much.
We're winning right now, then forget that trophy to what we living right now, cause I'm winning right now, yeah. King W, learn from the else. Turn them in a medal in a trophy and belts. Every day you see we with them on our next level. Break records like we cracking eggshells. And every single ounce of effort we expel. It's all about progress, cause we have to excel. I watch them looking like success, we dress well. Boom, another knockout for the ring, the next bell. I'm about to send my haters a card to get well, cause I'm sick of it. Lord, I'm so sick of it. But that's the whole gist of it. I hate in on the beauty when winning now we have it, cause I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. Oh, we're winning right now, you win. Say we're winning right now. Me forget a trophy to what me living right now, cause I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm shooting right now, oh, we're winning right now. Our Thanksgiving right now, yeah. I said we're winning right now. So every day you see me, we are the reigning champ. And at the cloud with the silver line we reigning from. Cause if you see some of the places where we're hailing from, it's just the type of place we should be failing from. But now we're winning. Yes, every quarter, every inning. Bolt if I tracks and then I fence if I swimming. You know that there's no giving in no matter the circumstances we're living in, you hear me? I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. Oh, we're winning right now, you win. Say we're winning right now. Me forget a trophy to what me living right now, cause I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm shooting right now, oh, we're winning right now. Our Thanksgiving right now, cause I said we're winning right now.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, you can join our graduates on the outside for your photo opportunities. And let me remind you as well, as I ask you to level the audio just a little bit, let me remind you as well to ensure that you're following the Heart NSTA Trust on all social media platforms. Ensure you're also following the Amber Group and their various products online at My Amber Group, as well as Amber Connect Solutions. And of course, follow the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information. So, Heart NSTA Trust, Amber, Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information. So take care and be safe.
See that street?